Hello Sunshine and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then it's nice to meet you. Today's video, as you can see in the title, is just about wedding planning. If you know me and Jamie and have already spoken to us about our wedding planning, you'll know we plan to get hitched in 2024. And I know we're only currently in 2021, but I'm extremely impatient, and after I got a wedding planner for Christmas from my future sister-in-law Jas, I just couldn't stop myself. I've got my phone up with me just because it reminds me of the topics I'm supposed to go through, just because I get really jumbled in my head when I'm trying to go through it out loud. Usually I'd have the wedding planner with me, but we've already packed that away, so I can't particularly show it to you, unfortunately. I will pre-warn you, however, that because my wedding is literally 3 years away, you do have to take what I say with a pinch of salt. Some of our plans and ideas could change in that time. But yeah, into the video. So the first topic is colour scheme. Okay, so originally when we were thinking about colour scheme, we had decided on blue and silver. However, trying to find a silver bridesmaid dress was very difficult, and I literally came up with nothing that I was really interested in putting my bridesmaids in. So we did a little search on Pinterest, beautiful site, to get some ideas for different colour schemes, and found one we loved, which was just different variants of blue. So it's like a dark navy blue and dusty blue and things like that, which I think will look amazing. The next topic was the venue. So we know that one of the first things we have to do is book our venue, so we had to decide on what kind of wedding we wanted before we could book a venue. So there's, you know, church weddings, indoor weddings, outdoor weddings, things like that, and we decided we want an outdoor wedding, but the venue needs to also have an indoor space, just in case obviously the weather doesn't agree with us on our wedding day, so we can move it all inside. So we had a search for venues. I even downloaded an app called Bridebook. I'll put a link for it down in the description, and it really helped with finding venues and requesting brochures as well for each of the venues. After having an extensive look, we're currently trying to decide on if we want to go with Autumn Hall Hotel. It's a hotel and spa. Jamie loves spas, so that was an added benefit. They do outdoor weddings, I believe it's in America or something like that, and then they also have 3 indoor spaces. 2 have a max of 90 people and 1 has a max of 120. And the next discussion we had, or well, I had a look into, was bridesmaids dresses. Jamie's probably done his own search for groomsmen's outfits, but I looked into bridesmaids dresses. It was definitely not necessary to look into bridesmaids dresses this early, but it did help to make sure I was happy with the colour scheme. So actually finding dresses that come in those colours does help to know if it's a good colour scheme to go with. And after intensively looking at dresses and then speaking to my friends, I decided that I didn't really mind about what the silhouette of the dress is. So I don't mind if all my bridesmaids have different styles of dresses on, and as long as they're all in the same colour, I think that would be the best way to go. It just makes sense, because then it lets all my bridal party feel comfortable in what they're wearing on the day. I just don't want to have to be finishing the ceremony, we're off to go have dinner, and then they either can't sit down, can't eat properly or enjoy their food, they can't dance, you know, they're standing there waiting for the day to end, sort of thing. I don't want that to be happening for them. So if they all have their own silhouettes that they're happy to walk around in or do whatever they want to do on the day in, as long as they're there, and I don't really mind as long as it's the same colour. Then it was about deciding our bridal party and our groom's party. So obviously Jamie gets to decide his own groom's party, I'm not getting involved in that, and then I decide on who's in my bridal party. We have not formally told anyone if they're part of either party. I will be sending my bridal party their formal invitations that will be sent out at the end of this year. I'm sure Jamie will be sending his around about the same time, if not whenever he gets the time to send out his formal invitation for his groom's party. I've also decided on how I'll be telling them, and I'll probably be making a video on how I'll be doing it closer to the time, however, because I don't want to do it all and then it's not a surprise when it gets to them. I also don't want their names to accidentally be on anything and then they know if they're in the bridal party before I tell them they're in the bridal party. We've discussed on who our witnesses are going to be, so the people that are going to be signing our marriage license with us. Obviously you need to have 2 witnesses and it can be anyone that knows you. We've already discussed it and who we wanted. I've spoken to my family about who I wanted and I've actually asked my witness to be my witness. Jamie has yet to ask the person, but he knows who his is going to be as well. Bridal jewellery, I don't think a lot of people discuss that so early on, but I've already discussed that. For my necklace and my earrings, I will be wearing the same jewellery my mum wore at her wedding to my dad, which I was there for. I was 5 when they got married. I'll be wearing her jewellery just as a little piece of them with me. And the other piece of jewellery that isn't going to be mine during the ceremony, but I'm going to be using as my wedding ring, is a ring that my mum has as a family heirloom. It's actually quite funny because before me and Jamie got engaged, I tried on that ring to see what my size of this finger was. And obviously me and Jamie discussed about getting engaged before he just proposed to me. It wasn't like a massive surprise. It was a surprise still on the day, but it wasn't a massive surprise that we would at some point get engaged. But I tried on the ring that I'll be using as my wedding ring, and it fit perfectly on my finger, so it was kind of like a match made in heaven. I love the ring, it's really beautiful. Probably going to get it cleaned beforehand, but then it'll just have a lot of meaning in the wedding as well. That's all the jewellery I'm going to be wearing. I'll also be wearing my other rings. I don't know if I will. They would match the wedding. It's actually one of the reasons we'd always decided on blue, because as you can see, my rings have all got blue in. This ring was given to me on my birthday. It was 3 months into me and Jamie's relationship, and he bought me this sapphire ring. And then this one was for Christmas, and it's a topaz, which is my birthstone. I'm a December baby. But yeah, that's why this variant's of blue, and it matches the colour scheme that we were going for, or what we're hopefully going to be carrying on going for. So I might wear these rings on the day, but I might not. I might want to go for quite simpler. I might just wear the wedding ring and then the bridal necklace and earrings. There's quite a few topics to discuss really. I could go into all of them, but we haven't made decisions on all of them just because it's literally 3 years away. The ones that I'm primarily focusing on are the sentimental ones and on the venue. Those are the most important. I have tried to look at wedding dresses online. Obviously I can't go into any bridal shops because of the lockdown, and also because it's 3 years from now, so I could look like anything in 3 years time. I might not be able to fit the dress I buy now in 3 years. You never know. I might lose weight, I might gain weight, I don't know. So that's not on the top of my priority list. There's a few dresses I'd like the look of, but nothing I'm going to put my heart onto yet until closer to the time. So I've discussed about the bridesmaids dresses. I don't really mind about bridesmaid shoes. Do I need to worry about that? I don't know. What else are you supposed to do with a wedding? If I had a wedding planner out, this would be a lot easier. I'm going to get the app up. I'm sure the app will tell me if I'm missing something. The guest list. Okay. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about the guest list or anything like that. I'm obviously not going to say who's on the guest list for the ceremony or the reception, because again, 3 years from now could change. I'm not going to do that. What I will say though is that we've had a very long chat about the size of the wedding that we want to do. So we're trying to think of the ceremony and reception very separately. So obviously the reception, a lot more people are going to be there just because it's just the evening part. We're not having to worry about trying to get everyone sitting down the whole time, unless we do a sit down dinner, then it will definitely matter, but we're mostly thinking about doing a buffet and a reception. But once we've decided the menu and we've decided how much our budget is going to be all in all, then we'll decide on how many people we would be able to afford to have at the ceremony and reception. Hopefully, because we've got 3 years to do it, we'll be able to get everybody, but again, you know, if we can't afford that, then we've got to make those decisions at the time. But we have been discussing it. But like I said at the beginning of the video, take everything I said with a pinch of salt. In 3 years' time, the colour scheme could be totally different. My invitations could change, that's why I didn't say about how I'm doing my invitations. Yeah, I might decide that every bridesmaid have to wear the same dress. I might decide that an outdoor wedding isn't for us. I might decide that the menu that we've been looking at isn't the one for us. We've got 3 years, so everything could change. Maybe after we've actually had our wedding, I might look back on this video and see what was the same as what we said it would be and what was different to what we thought it was going to be, which could be a really fun video. So we'll just have to come back to it in 2024. That's all I can discuss with you today about wedding planning. I'm sorry if it wasn't as much as you thought it might be, but I hope you all have a brilliant day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.